Mliswa's account. I think the moment I was talking about this, he was sharing something. He has just shared a picture during the burning, the visual, during the burning of his heart. And also, that video contains the scene when everything was already cleaned in that particular hut, and commenting on the cost associated with his belongings in that particular hut. Caption this, he takes the visual when the hut is burning, and he goes also after the hut has been burned and everything has been cleared. He takes a visual of himself actually speaking inside, and not only that, if he further goes to take visuals of drones showing the upper visuals. Drone was actually showing from up there. Was this actually the burning that was done by the third party, or this was created by Temba Mliswa? I think on this live broadcast, I'll be dealing with this. Let me actually show you the video. I hope it's going to be clear. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So I'll be commenting as you're watching this video. Obviously, it won't be clear, but bear with me. So this is the video that has been shared by Temba Mliswa. You can see the hut is burning there. He has this visual. So do you think Temba Mliswa had actually put some people to videoize his hut when it was burning? I mean, if someone is coming to attack you and your hut, so someone gets a time to actually go nearer and take pictures, whereas in rural areas, this is the question that I have. There is Temba Mliswa. After the hut has been burnt, I don't want to actually put what he spoke there, so I will try to reduce the volume. There is him inspecting the extent of the damage in that particular hut. It's a well prepared, edited video, and he is commenting on the extent of damage, as well as also putting, I think, a highly inflated cost on that hut. In my view, he's speaking about more than 100,000. It was 180,000 United States dollars. You can, I mean, do you think if maybe it was the soldiers burning this, would Temba Mliswa be having this video? Would he go afterwards and clear the place? Because the situation hasn't changed in the country at the moment. So will these people give him a chance to actually go and be flying drones, taking these visuals and pointing at retired General Chwenga? Because that is what he is exactly doing. I'll read the tweets that he has written. It appears he still has his job, that is to tarnish the name of retired General Chwenga. That is why he is still continuing releasing this. We are still waiting, by the way, for the evidence that he said he was going to produce. So it's him here showing the extent of the damage, and I hope this video could play very fast. It's about 2 minutes, where also there was a drone visual. I mean, afterwards, Temba goes there, he flies drones. You see, this video is edited. It plays for about less than 3 minutes, but it shows you how, I mean, when people were burning this hut, there is a visual, and also there are other huts which were not burnt. so who are so nearer to this hut which was burnt down. If this was not controlled burning, you see, this is a drone. He's flying drones there after his hut has been burnt. And you see, he's showing other. You can see other huts, how nearer they are to the hut that was actually thirsty huts that was actually burnt. Okay, so in my view, the question is, was this an act of political violence? Anyway, let's read what he is saying. It's important also to listen to what he is saying before we actually give our inputs. He is an individual I mean, who exposes himself. Now, what is written on that video? He says there is no justification for violence in politics, and the fact that it only worries you when it affects your side is an indictment against both your moral compass and ideological vanity. Early days and early science, he shares the drone showing the early days. Temba Mliswa, when someone was fighting you, would you have shown these drones? These people, they think that Zimbabweans are actually very dull people. They cannot think for themselves. Now we put the picture of Morgan Tsvangirai, Arthur Mtambara, Nelson Chamisa, and say it's disturbing to realize that the current cheerleading group for this kind of violence are the same very opposition supporters whose history is littered with dead bodies and bloody episodes due to leaders who could not handle criticism. So he is accusing now members of the opposition. I don't know, I've never seen Arthur Mtambara, Nelson Chamisa entering the ZANU-PF factional terrain. I don't know where Temba Mliswa is taking this. You see, right, another tweet, he says, from Mkakao, there have always been divisions and differences in the party. What is new now to warrant such brutal attacks when one vents their opinion? A true leader should and can stomach criticism, just as they also should stand up to the highest order of scrutiny. So you see, he's speaking about retired General Jwenga. He's simply saying he cannot stand criticism. He is actually placing him as an accused in the burning of his heart. That is what Temba Mliswa is really doing. They came for socialists, and I did not speak because I wasn't one. They came for trade unionists, and I did not speak because I wasn't a trade unionist. They came for Jews, and I did not speak because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was none left to speak for me. I don't know what Temba Mliswa is trying to say here. So you can see that this is orchestrated, and it is done barely few days before the ZANU-PF conference. Now let me just, I want to it's important sometimes when he has spoken about the opposition to read the feeling of the people who are reading this actually hogwash from them. Someone says, you left ZANU-PF donkey years ago. Wondo yako ndeyeiko. Someone says, that house was never burnt out with opposition. So relax, peta nyaya dzako dzawakata nga unota kurwira nani. Someone says, you are bad at acting, Temba. You have graduated from gangster to arsonist. Someone says, go back to Zambia, my guy. Someone says, people overrate you. Haina brain even. Sorry, Patiwanya. I mean, that is someone who actually commented on Temba Mliswa. Now, let me look at the comments, especially on the video. Someone says it's important to read. People have got actually better understanding of these things. Someone says you trying so hard to gain sympathy and tarnish Chiwenga on this. Surely kutuma vanhu kumusha kwako, not going to Springs Farm. Your house in Harare, where it will hurt most. Who will do such? Mukamba carry less than 2,000 US dollars. But he actually said it's about 100,000 US dollars. Someone says politics is tough game, Temba Mliswa. You should know that by now. Those who live by the sword often fall by it. Harsh truth. Someone says stop this nonsense. Sorry, this senseless drama. Hatisi grade 7. Who would burn your brutal house, leaving your Borodale and Avondale houses? Kwanai Sekur. So, there is something that does not add up. Initially I thought maybe they were gunning for Temba Mliswa. Of course, he is reachable. He is reachable, I think, by Chiwenga. Must not actually leave that point. But now with this, I think he did it so bad. Maybe if he didn't have this video of flying drones, now just imagine when this house was burnt, someone was having a camera, a clear camera showing the heart of Temba Mliswa being burnt down. Guys, some of us who have lived in rural areas, when these people were burning the houses of our relatives, you would have no chance to even take a video because they will be looking everywhere. There is absolutely no way whereby people who are coming after you, you can even send someone to take that video, a clear video. Remember, it looks like it was at night, but the video is so clear, showing the heart burning. It does not. Now, if the person who took the video was able to show that, why is the video not showing us faces of those people who were doing this? It shows us when the heart is burning. And then it shows us aftermath. Temba Mliswa inside, appearing to be a hero, actually inside that heart, commenting. And then afterwards, it shows us the drone visuals up there, showing the homestead of Temba Mliswa. I think that those lies were poorly done. I'm beginning to buy the school of thought that Temba Mliswa burnt that house on his own. And you can see already, if your house has been burnt, you don't have evidence. That is Chiwenga, because he said initially when he started this smear campaign against Chiwenga, he was going to release evidence. Up to today, there is no evidence. What we are seeing him doing is just speaking about what happened after he spoke. So to tarnish Chiwenga as someone who is emotionally unstable, when you criticize, the impression is to give this idea that when you criticize Chiwenga, he uses violence. He is not someone who handles criticism with intelligence. That is what Temba Mliswa is saying in this regard. Now we know how patient the man has been, and even sitting to people who poisoned him, wanted him to dead, sitting next to him. We have seen him doing so, going into their meetings, participating, keeping quiet. I mean, if he was violent, I don't think the moment he came from China after receiving his treatment, he should have unleashed terror from there. But the man has been quiet. And also, I think the reason why Temba Mliswa is doing what he is doing, he knows that if Chiwenga is to take over, he is going to jail. Because on the previous video I read, Temba is implicated. He is part of Zukanandas. Clearly on the dossier that was read to the Politburo, Temba Mliswa's name comes out sharply. He is listed as one of the Zukanandas. So that is the sole reason why he is fighting. And he might not even have been paid to fight. He is using looted resources also to fight. So it's actually, I mean, poor PR that has been done. He has also given us a clue on what is happening within ZANU-PF and made and gave that dossier a more meaning than the meaning that we previously had. And that is poor politicking, in my view. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we film live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Do remember also to support my album entitled Uthando Lwakhe by yours truly, Hloniphani Ncube. It is available on all digital platforms for procurement.